Hello guys, welcome back to the Media Nights. My name is Ari.
And I'm Denise.
And today we're going to be watching The Amazing Spider-Man. This is a movie that came out in 2012, so 13 years ago, directed by Marc Webb, starring Andrew Garfield, Emma Stone, Rhys Ifans. So we got an amazing cast overall. As you know, a few weeks back, we were reintroduced to the Spider-Man trilogy that Sam Raimi directed, and we got to, watch those movies at a much later stage in our life, understanding the full context and grasping all of the nuances in, Peter Parker's life, and obviously the Spider-Man and the struggle between balancing both. And we thoroughly enjoyed that, actually. It felt like watching completely different movies. And, a lot of you guys really enjoyed that series and told us, hey guys, please continue with the Spider-Man movies. We would love to see your take on The Amazing Spider-Man. So here we are. I think Andrew Garfield is probably the most underrated Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I think that's probably a common sentiment, right? That's like, I feel like he's the least talked about when you talk about all three Spider-Man, and I'm wondering why that is. So today we're going to be answering that question. Did The Amazing Spider-Man deserve all of the harsh criticism it got back in the day? Hopefully not. We hope that we have a great time. Honestly, so far, obviously so good with the Sam Raimi trilogy. Even the third one, we still found a lot of things that we liked. We understand where that could have gone wrong, and we talked about it in the discussion. So I'm very excited to see what we can, discover while watching this one, again, at a much later stage in our life and fully grasping the story this time around.
Yeah, I think it's always important to kind of revisit certain movies, the ones that you haven't seen in a while, or maybe certain movies had a lot of controversy surrounding them, or, people didn't like the casting, or whatever the issue may have been at the time. And that's why this has been so much fun to do, because whatever your opinions were, however many years ago, it's always fascinating to see if they change at all, right? Because there were, like you said, there were a lot of things that I feel like I missed out on in the original Spider-Man trilogy with Tobey Maguire, where I'm like, whoa, I did not remember, like you said, the intricacies and the nuances in the storyline, right? It's not just about, ooh, cool Spider-Man. There is a whole backstory to his life and his struggles. And, Peter Parker / Spider-Man is such a beautiful character that you can do so much with, because while we may not be able to fully relate to the superpower aspect of it, the personality is relatable. We can understand what it feels like to kind of be left out a little bit, or to feel like you don't really fit in. And I think, the Peter Parker that we got with the original trilogy really just gave us the teen angst, and all the drama that kind of comes with it. I have not seen this movie in quite a bit, so I'm super excited to see what this one has to offer, right? I don't want to be unfair and compare and point fingers at the original Spider-Man, because I feel like that's not fair. This is a fresh start. This is a new iteration, and I'm ready to see what they bring themselves. I'm ready to see how Andrew Garfield handles all of it, and how it's going to be framed when it comes to his experiences, as Peter, but also as Spider-Man, and how his personal life suffers or doesn't suffer in comparison to that.
Yeah, it's been a minute for me too. I think over 10 years. So yeah, at this point, barely remember much about the movie, but I do remember it being a slightly different tone than the Sam Raimi take. But I'm excited to see how that tone translates. If you guys want to catch the full-length reaction alongside us with your own copy, that's going to be available on our Patreon. And if you want to watch these reactions early, make sure that you hit the join button and become a YouTube member. A huge shout out to Kevin Albanese.
And also to Daniel.
Thank you, Webheads, for your support. Thank you for becoming producer nights. It really means the world to us. It truly warms our hearts to see that you guys are enjoying these. We hope that you continue to do so. And as always, we'll catch you guys after the movie. The Amazing Spider-Man.
Cute.
Ooh.
Did we find him?
Oh, no.
Oh, was a trick. Oh, no. Oh.
What a mess.
Yeah, someone broke in.
Oh, gosh. And they were literally just having father-son time. Oh, cool.
Oh.
Secret compartment. So he was prepared.
Yeah.
Prepare for the worst. The foreshadowing.
No.
You're gonna stay with Aunt May and Uncle Ben for a little while.
Damn, they were prepared to leave for a while, huh?
Dad.
No.
Be good.
I can't imagine what that must feel like. There he is.
Ow.
Oh!
Good morning, Parker.
Flash Thompson, annoying as always.
Parker,
Yes, sir.
you want to keep that skateboard?
Yeah.
Keep it off the ground. Wheels up.
A skater, Peter Parker.
I was gonna say it's so interesting how the concept of nerd changed over the years, right?
This Peter Parker seems way more alternative in that sense.
Yes. Oh my God.
Vegetables, Gordon, come on.
Oh man,
Jeez.
come on, dude.
Gordon, don't eat it. Don't eat it. Take the picture, Parker.
This poor kid.
Put him down, Eugene.
Ooh, hit him with his
He
name.
pulled out the government name.
Oh,
Come on, get up, Parker.
Oh my God. The hell does it matter with this guy, dude?
he's got
Jesus.
issues.
Still not taking the picture. Stay down, Parker.
Oh boy.
I hope you've been doing your homework. Last time I was very disappointed in you.
No, Flash, how about we go to class?
How about it?
Oh,
Good
yeah.
for her.
Standing up for what's right.
Jeez, man.
You guys are mean as hell.
These people are just around there cheering.
They
So
do not
messed up.
appreciate photography either.
No. Oh, that's it for the film too, right?
Yeah.
Because it was exposed to light. Great.
I thought that was great, what you did out there. It was stupid, but it was great.
Aw.
What's your name?
You don't know my name?
No, I know your name. I just want to know if you know your name.
Ah, the concussion.
Peter. Parker. Peter Parker.
There you go.
She's like just making sure, you know, that you're still there.
Oh my God. What happened to your face?
Oh, I'm all right. Just I fell skating.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. It
Right
looks
on
like
the
a
eyeball.
fall.
Why you kids ride those things, I'll never know.
Because it's stupid and dangerous. Remember when we were stupid and dangerous?
No.
She's like, don't tell him that.
Sure, you guys had a wild time.
Put this on your face.
Is that a raw steak?
Come on, I know a right cross when I see one.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Mm-hmm.
he knows better.
No, I wouldn't tell your Aunt May. Pity the poor kid who'd have to suffer her wrath.
We should unleash her. I feel like that would be fun to see.
No, Richard Parker.
Ooh. Oh, they went dead silent. They know exactly what that is.
He saw it in the window of the leather shop over on 9th Avenue. And guess who sold it to him? Your mother. That's how they met.
Aww.
Aw.
Who's that? Do you know who that is?
Some guy who worked with your dad, I guess.
Come on, guys.
Mm.
He knows. You can tell by the way that they reacted right there that they're hiding something.
Oh, for
From him.
sure. Yeah, and he knows that they are.
Yeah.
You can't do that, man. He deserves to know the truth. Whatever little you know.
I need you to be a good boy, Peter.
Where are you going?
Something your mom and I have to do.
Where do you even begin to understand what exactly happened? Also, what are the odds he would have the same numbers,
Right.
right? The same prescription?
Oh, Eureka.
That's the same file, right? We saw in the that he had stashed in the secret
Yeah.
part of his cabinet thing.
0 decay rate algorithm.
You okay?
Yeah, what's up?
I don't have much education, you know that, Peter. Hell, I stopped being able to help with your homework when you were 10. Curt Connors. They worked
There
together
it
for
is.
years, and they were close. But after that night, we never saw him again. He never even called.
Oh, that's why they never mentioned him.
She's pretty.
You're a pretty great dad, all right?
Aw. That's sweet. Also, that's pretty cool that he built his own,
Yeah.
locking system. A plane crash.
I have to say, I really enjoy how they're building up this mystery around his parents this time around.
Geneticist. You got yourself your next lead.
Mm-hmm.
That must suck, though. Being that age and not really knowing, having a feeling that there's more to the story.
Can I help you?
Oh, I don't know. I'm here to see Dr. Connors.
Right. You'll find yourself to the left. You'll find your badge to the left.
You'll find that's a difference between you'll find yourself to the left and.
Are you having trouble finding yourself?
No? Yeah, I got it.
Not suspicious at all.
I feel bad for the actual Mr. Guevara.
Yeah, he's not making it in.
No, definitely
Poor
not.
guy.
In this building with this security?
My name's Gwen Stacy. I'm a senior at Midtown Science, and I'm also head intern to Dr. Connors.
Of course you would be here.
Tell him Rodrigo Rivera is down here. Please, just tell him Rodrigo Rivera's down here. I swear.
Yeah. Sorry, man.
I'm so sorry, Rodrigo. But yeah, going back to what you were saying about Peter's upbringing without knowing much about his parents and his aunt and uncle clearly avoiding the topic. That can't have been easy.
Good afternoon, Gwen.
There he is.
And yes, in case you're wondering, I'm a southpaw. I'm the world's foremost authority on herpetology. That's reptiles, for those of you who don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I want to create a world without weakness.
Stem cells?
Promising, but the solution I'm thinking of is more radical.
Mm-hmm. I bet it is.
Cross-species genetics.
Oh, yeah, of course. He looked them up, so he knows what he's researching.
A zebrafish has the ability to regenerate cells on command. If you could somehow give this ability to the woman you're talking about, that's that.
She's cured.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be amazing?
He's one of Midtown Science's best and brightest.
Really?
Yeah, Rodrigo. Haven't you heard of him?
His class.
Second.
Yeah. Yeah, she's gonna start grilling him. She's like, "What are you doing here? You are not on my list."
What are you doing, Rodrigo?
Oh, yeah.
What are you doing here?
I work here. I don't work here.
I have to lead this tour group.
I know.
So I'm going to ask you more about this later. Do not get me in trouble.
Promise
Stay
you I
with
won't.
the group.
Yeah, she covered for you. Please don't do anything insane.
He got lucky. She didn't snitch or
Yeah.
anything.
Sorry. Yo. Sorry.
Uh-huh.
Double negative. Once more.
Yeah, that's your guy. That's your Mark. Go follow him.
That's how that algorithm started, right? Oh.
Biocable Development Unit. What does that even mean?
Honestly, terrible password system.
It's really
It's
horrible.
really bad. Like just have a 9-digit number system, you know, and
Yeah.
get on with it. Oh, I get it. It's the webs. Ah,
Here.
yep. Because anybody would definitely go into a room filled with spiders.
Oh, first.
Just cause.
It's a lot of spiders.
I don't have a phobia, but I mean, come on. That's just, ugh.
I mean, yeah, you don't need to have a phobia to make the rational decision that this is not.
Oh no.
going
Why
on?
did you have to touch?
Why does he? Oh no. Where are they going? They're moving.
Oh, those are the spiders that are producing the web, I guess, right? Because it looks like it's.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. Mike, this is your time to.
We received the results from the mRNA sequences this morning. They were disappointing.
You said you were close.
We are close, but it's going to take time.
He doesn't have time. Norman Osborn is dying, Dr. Connors.
That's why he's funding it. It's not about science. It's about him saving his own life. Imagine the pressure on Connors, right? To
Dude.
figure this out.
Because the thing is, throwing money at this is not going to fix the problem. You know, it's the resources are great, but
All right, give me the badge.
you're busted, man.
Give it to me.
Oh no. Oh, then she has the.
Ah. He's like, just play cool, man.
This spider really just bit with didn't it? Just put his
Right
back
in the
into
neck,
it,
too.
like, jeez. Oh, this This is really not the time to be showing symptoms, man.
Oh, that happened extremely quickly.
Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't.
See, I knew this was. Oh my god.
Oh no.
Ah! Dude, get out.
It's still glued to his hand.
No!
It's all the powers are kicking in.
Oh man, are you all right?
He's like, I'm so sorry.
Oh,
Oh man, no, not my board. Please do not.
oh wow.
Whoa.
He just blocked it like that. Didn't even feel pain.
Oh my god. It's just. I love that he's wreaking havoc without wanting to.
Again, it goes to show how much self-control he's got to have once he's Spider-Man, right? Especially with his strength, how much he pulls his punches. Because if it was, you know, always let loose, he would be creating chaos left and right.
I'm late. I got.
I'm so worried.
No, I'm sorry. No, what?
He hung. Was he gonna eat the fly?
I don't know.
I'm hungry.
Yeah.
I think that's what just happened.
Yeah, he was about to eat that fly.
Nom, nom.
This beats all other meatloafs.
Something is very wrong.
Yeah. Nobody likes your meatloaf.
Oh, come on. That's so
Oh
mean.
no.
Why didn't you tell me you didn't like my meatloaf? You could have said that to me 37 years ago. How many meatloaves have I made for
Oh
you?
no.
Oh, she's gonna be thinking about every single one of those meatloaves she made.
Seriously, man, why didn't you say something before?
Wow. What the hell? A little bit of body horror, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just hanging around, huh? Yeah, you could definitely tell that those spiders create a stronger web already. The fact that he was able to pull the spider out using its web,
Yeah.
that thing did not break. Dude.
Peter!
Yeah, oh my god.
You're a mess, man.
There you go. Yeah. All of your senses are heightened and you don't even know what the hell is going on.
And it's all brand new, right? It's like you're re-experiencing everything, hearing things for the first time, tasting them for the first time all over again.
Out of all the different kinds of bites, how the hell would you even know?
Right. Well, that's probably why he's looking at the bite marks, right?
That is funny.
Oh my goodness.
Looks like it's a common struggle, huh? Once the hands go sticky for the first few times, they're like, how do we do this?
I wonder if it's like a conscious decision that they have to make.
Has to be.
What are you doing up there?
I'm, homework.
Be careful.
Sure.
Why are you on the roof, Peter?
Dr. Connors.
Oh, wow.
I'm sure you're a very nice young man, but if this is a home, I ask you to make an appointment in my office.
I'm Richard Parker's son.
Yeah.
So you really think it's possible, cross-species genetics?
Yes, of course, but for years your father and I were mocked for our theories. Your father bred the spiders and everything changed. The results were beyond encouraging. They were spectacular.
Oh, wow. His father was directly connected with the spiders.
But what went wrong?
Then it was over. He was gone.
Oh.
Took his research with him. I was angry.
He was missing the other half of the work, huh?
Yeah.
So you got it to work. Like, how much would the foreign species take over?
Exactly the question.
Yeah, he wants to know if he's going to turn into a spider, right?
Yes.
The problem was always...
The decay rate algorithm?
It's crazy how quickly he picks up on all of it, right?
Mm-hmm. Like father, like son, I guess, right? When it comes to the intellect.
How did you come up with this?
I love how awkward he is.
Yeah. Got a very personal reason
Yeah.
as well.
You can see it weighs on him. Like he really does want to fix himself.
You did that on purpose, Flash.
No, but I should have.
What a douche canoe.
All right.
Oh. Yep.
Oh no. He's like, hold my camera, please.
Why did you take it from me?
Already feeling more confident, huh?
Mm-hmm. Oh, look at that.
Too slow. Oop.
Oh.
All right. How about this? All right. How about that? Flash, stop playing, man. Take it from him. Flash, take it.
You're embarrassing yourself, Flash. Come on. Ooh, tackle.
Oh.
Yeah, that's not obvious at all.
You gotta be like, wow, why haven't we put him in the team?
Did you humiliate that boy?
Yeah, I did.
He deserved it, though.
Yeah, he totally did.
You see the kid that hit you?
Maybe.
If so, I guess you must feel pretty good about yourself now, right? Am I right or wrong? Yeah, I thought so.
Oh, man.
She's the girl on your computer.
Oh, shh. Shut up.
He's got you on his computer.
No!
I'm his probation officer.
Oh, no. Got called out.
Not him trolling Peter. I love it.
It's
His
so
probation.
embarrassing.
You thought you were someone else.
Man, you don't have me on your computer.
Yeah, I mean, like I took a photo of the debate team, and you're in the debate team, so I was touching up stuff.
You're touching him stuff.
So you want to I don't know.
Want to what?
Come on, man. You can do it. Yep. Oh, God.
Oh, God. Peter.
Or we could do something else, or we could, if you don't, I mean, like, we could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, either one.
But maybe
Yeah, just,
some other.
time. All right.
Okay.
Gosh, he can't even finish his
I
sentences.
know. He's so
Poor
smitten.
guy.
I love their chemistry, though.
Yeah, it's
I have
amazing.
to say. And I like their banter. But she just let him dangle there. She didn't help him out at all. She was like, do what? What do you mean? Huh?
Yeah, I love how natural those scenes were, too.
Yeah.
Testing the limits of what he can do now.
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy to think about, right? He just saw the spider and that inspired him to be like, oh, that seems cool. Let me try that.
I love that this is like the foreshadowing to what he learns to do eventually.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen that before.
The Ganali device.
What does it do?
Theoretically, you could cure polio in an afternoon.
Wow.
Wow.
What if the device were loaded with a toxin? What if you wanted to opt out? You can't run away from the cloud after all.
I see, yeah.
that
There's always
sucks.
those bad actors that would want to weaponize it.
Many
Right.
of these wonderful creatures have so brilliantly adapted that they can regenerate entire limbs at will.
That's so
You can imagine
freaking
my
cool.
envy.
Huh.
Enter the algorithm now.
See if it can regrow its arm. Or its
You
leg.
need to take that.
System ready for gene insertion.
Okay. Check.
Genetics is so fascinating, man.
Yeah.
Pending fail. Pending fail. Subject deceased. Pending peptide algorithm accepted.
Oh, that didn't even take that long.
Meet Fred and Wilma, our three-legged mice.
Now on to experimenting it. Doing it in the real world, right?
Right.
Hey, thought you, didn't you forget something?
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Yeah, busted. Yep.
You owe your aunt an apology. Big time.
He didn't go pick her up.
He's pissed off.
Sweetheart, honestly, I am completely capable of walking home.
You will not defend this
I'm
boy.
not
You are defending him.
Oh, gosh.
You're a lot like your father. You really are, Peter, and that's a good thing. He believed that if you could do good things for other people, you had a moral obligation to do those things. That's what's at stake here. Not choice, responsibility.
There it is.
Yep, the talk.
It's all well and good, so where is he?
Oh,
Where is he?
damn. There's a lot they've got to talk about.
Peter, come back here, please.
Yeah, they can feel something has changed in him, but they obviously don't know what the hell is going on with him.
Right.
But there's a lot of things going on. It's not just that he's changing, but also the fact that he's getting closer to understanding what happened to his parents.
And it's tough because like these are like the years where you start becoming who you're going to be in the future. And he's seeing these little red flags, which are actually normal, but he just wants to prevent it so badly.
It's 207.
Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah, you're holding up the line.
Dude.
It's 2 cents.
Just step aside. But Daddy didn't give you enough milk money today?
It's 2 cents.
That's horrible behavior, man.
Really?
Oh, I missed the part where that's my problem.
This is so that moment.
Sorry, guys. I don't mean to compare. It's just so cool seeing the reinterpretation.
Somebody stop that guy! Hey, kids, little help?
Not my policy.
Well, well, yeah.
Burn. Oh no. Wait, no. Already?
Oh, no. Don't get involved.
No!
Yeah.
I was not ready to lose him yet.
And yeah, that's just heartbreaking. The fact that they just had an argument.
Uncle Ben, Uncle Ben. Call an ambulance!
Witnesses gave a description to the sketch artist.
Oh no, Aunt May.
He has a star tattooed on his left hand.
Oh, Uncle Ben, why did you have to go after him?
I know things have been difficult lately, and I'm sorry about that. I think I know what you're feeling.
Yeah.
And now he hears the message?
Yeah.
Worst timing.
Hey, Parker.
Oh God, what now?
Today, Flash.
Jeez.
I don't just want to talk.
Oh. Yeah, he does not have the patience for it today.
Feels better, right? I get it. I'm sorry.
Okay. Peter.
Yeah. That's exactly what he needs right now. Just a big hug.
I actually like that those couple lines that they gave Flash. I feel like it makes him a little bit more complex when he's like, it feels better, right? Like when you get to unleash your anger like that.
Yeah.
And he says, like, I get it. Your uncle died. I'm like, okay, so something must have happened to Flash where
there's more to him.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And I appreciate that they gave him that layer. You know, it's just a couple lines, but still makes a world of a difference.
Going out looking for him.
You're in the wrong place, buddy.
When was the last time you were in Queens? Ask your question, man.
Oh my God, yeah.
You gonna kill me too?
Oh my God. Oh.
Yeah, unleashing all that rage.
Holy shit. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah.
This guy is crazy? You just saved your ass. What do you mean? Oh my God.
Yep, time to bounce. That's way too many. Yeah, there's no way they're going to be able to keep up with him.
No.
Look at him go. I have to say, I do like the different tone. You know, I like how...
Oh,
sick.
That's so cute.
That's how he figures that one out. It is a bit more gritty, but I think it works.
I think so
with
too.
This iteration.
No, that's not him. Wrong guy.
Got a choice to make. Yeah.
Come on!
Oh!
Ah.
Ouch!
It's a wrestling ring. That's so cool. That's like straight out of the comics, too. Yeah, first things first, you got to protect your identity because you don't do that, they're going to know exactly who they're dealing with.
The sunglasses.
Single pellet can safely store several hundred meters of the lightweight cable.
Wow.
He's like, I have a feeling I know what I could do with this. Oh, I love that we actually get to see him build his gadgets.
He's like,
see, that's something we didn't get to see as much in the previous iteration, is like how smart he is, right?
yeah.
And his ability to just craft.
Like, we could tell he was smart because he was doing well in school, but we didn't know
Just
that
how smart
he is
yeah.
like genius level or borderline. You know what I mean?
That's
1, 2
nuts.
finger. Wow. I no, see? Nah.
He's just going for it.
Ooh. Oh. Okay. That could have been worse.
Could have been way worse.
170 to 180 pounds.
Nice.
Shoulder length, blonde hair. Last seen on foot heading eastbound on 19th Street.
Oh, was that our guy?
Oh,
I have to say,
my
man,
God.
he is brave as
Oh,
all heck.
yes. Love those POV shots, too.
Oh. Oh, come on, still? How many guys with like blonde, long hair are criminals?
They're calling him a vigilante. Okay, he's not a vigilante. He's an anarchist.
An anarchist?
That's insane how he starts doing all of this
Wow.
for his own reasons, but it turns into something much bigger.
Yeah.
Spandex. Everything. Spandex.
I mean, those athletes wear it for a reason, you know?
Yeah, these first person shots are great.
Oh,
There it is.
that's such an awesome reveal. I love that he's wearing his little backpack while he's in a Spider-Man suit.
Fully suited up.
Hey, Emma. Yeah. Eggs? Organic, got it.
Don't get me wrong, I think the suit looks all right, but it's definitely not my favorite. I think the eyes they're just different. I'm not used to those, the shape of them and the color.
Do they feel a little small to you as well? I feel like
Yeah.
they need to maybe take up a bit more.
That's the only thing. Just nitpicking.
You know, in the future, if you're gonna steal cars, don't dress like a car thief, man.
Seriously.
There you go, you got it. Whoa.
Oh. Oh.
Now that's the Spidey attitude with all those quips.
I love the quips, though, I have to say.
Is that a knife? Is that a real knife?
Yes, it's a real knife.
My weakness, it's small knives.
Small knives.
Anything but knives!
Oh.
Knock it off, man.
He's just toying around.
That isn't funny. It is kind of funny.
It's a little funny. Ooh.
Oof. This could have gotten a lot worse. Now hold still.
Wonder what he would actually do
Right.
if he finds the guy.
Don't move. You serious? Who are you? No one seems to grasp the concept of the map.
Oh, yeah. He went for it.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Dude,
Now
did you
they're-
see how he freaking dodged the bullets? That was so cool. Oh my God.
They're definitely going to be on him now. Like,
Yeah.
he just disarmed a cop.
All right, well, that was fun.
Yeah. Yeah. He's going to have to get better at that real quick.
Yeah, I need some practice. Go, Spidey, go.
Hey, watch out. I'm swinging here. I'm swinging here.
I'm swinging here.
Cute. I love his sass, I have to say. The attitude makes it so much more fun.
Yes. I like that you could tell that switch between him having the suit and not, right? Because that's how it is in the comics. He's more reserved when he's in Peter Parker. Whenever he is donning that suit, you feel that boost in confidence.
Yeah. Oh, she's up. Did you get the eggs? Oh, and he's trying to hide his face.
It's all bruised up.
Take off the damn hood and look at me.
Ah.
Emma, please, please, please go to sleep.
Yeah, she's just worried out of her
Can't
mind.
sleep. Don't you understand? I can't sleep.
Of course, because he's the only one that she has left, too.
Listen to me. Secrets have a cost. They're not for free. Not now, not ever.
I have to say, I really appreciate how you can feel how much pain he actually has, and he's just trying to run away from it as hard as he can.
You have to start human trials.
now.
Gonna rush it?
Where on earth are you going to find the people to volunteer?
Exactly.
Right.
As far as anyone's concerned, it's for a winter flu shot. I might think the Veterans Hospital is a place to start.
The Veterans Hospital? You're kidding.
You're a monster, man.
It's a little late for shock and indignation, Curt. About 15 years late.
15 years late?
I had nothing to do with that.
Is that what you told his son, Peter?
Nothing to do with what?
Richard Parker said just about the same thing then that you are saying now.
Uh-huh.
I won't.
Wow.
He's determined.
Fine.
That was a threat, essentially.
I'm shutting you down. Have your office cleared out by the morning. Your toys could be taken away too.
He basically said, yeah, you don't want to work with us?
Right, because...
Whatever happened to Richard is going to happen to you.
Okay, so I'm not hallucinating, right?
No,
'Cause
that's what was insinuated. He was like, you know,
Wow.
Richard said the same thing back in the day.
It's so mean that where he was like, Richard wore it well on you, it's a cheap suit. Like, damn.
What happened to your eye?
What?
Your eye looks bruised.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Maybe I got a rash.
Slammed into a bus. That's what happened.
You can come to this address at 8 o'clock tonight. My mom's making branzino. 2016.
They're so adorable.
I know.
But also, isn't this like extremely early to meet the parents?
I feel like it's
Like,
way too
they
early.
haven't even gotten their own private date.
No,
going
and like he
on.
has a bruise. Like, are you
Yeah.
sure you want that
Not
to be
a good
the
look.
first?
Oh, no.
Because parents can be judgmental. I feel like you want to give them the best possible chance.
Right.
Oh no. No. Don't think he's gonna do what I think he's gonna do, isn't he?
Yeah, that guy hit him where it hurts. He's like, forget about that arm you're dreaming about. Yeah.
That's not suspicious, Peter. Jesus.
Yeah, I know. How many floors up, she said? 15?
How did you get out there?
The fire escape. Your doorman's intimidating.
It's 20 stories.
20?
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, they're beautiful, right?
They're beautiful.
They were nice.
They were.
You can
yeah.
trim it up a little bit.
That's
Hey, hon.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
Oh, and is this guy too?
What a way to meet the father.
Could be like Branzino.
Who doesn't?
I don't.
I can appreciate how this film kind of dabbles into the whole body horror once more.
Oh, that's so interesting.
Can you imagine?
You have to stop him. He...
I would, but I always lose him when he's on the bridge. I'll make sure Dr. Rother returns your call as soon as possible.
Oh no, what's going on?
I'm going to Holton Avenue across the river. I'm in a hurry.
Okay, you want me to take the tunnel or the bridge?
Bridge.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, the fact that he's still willing to drive tells you guys, you know, those poor cabbie, they see a lot of shit, you know? They're like, all right, I'll just drive you.
Did you catch that spider guy yet?
No, we didn't catch him yet, but we will. He's clumsy, he leaves clues, but he's still dangerous.
I think most people would say that he was providing a public service.
Most people would be wrong.
Oof.
Oh man.
The car thief was leading us to the people who run the entire operation. It's been a 6-month-long sting. It's called strategy. I'm sure you're aware of the term
Yeah, what about
strategy.
the people that get hurt while you're doing your strategy?
I'm saying he's trying to help, but it looks like he's trying to do something maybe the police can't.
Right.
Think we just sit around eating donuts with our thumbs planted firmly up our ass?
Oh, gosh, yeah, he got heated.
He's hunting down a bunch of criminals that all look the same, like he's got some sort of personal vendetta. But he's not protecting innocent people.
He does have a personal vendetta.
I'm sorry if I insulted you. That was not my intention.
You're welcome.
Branzino was real good. Mrs. Stacy, thank you.
They did not get along at all. Oof.
No.
That's when you change the subject, you know? As soon as you start noticing that there's
Yeah, I feel
that
like
much of a disagreement to the point where things are going to get heated, just change the topic.
I love that the father was like, he could have been the mature one. Like, at least he's just a teenager. The father just going off on him like that is like, come on.
What happened to your face?
I want to tell you something.
Oh.
Oh.
I've been bitten.
So have I.
Aww.
He's like, wait, shit. Oh my God, that's not what I
Oh,
meant,
she's
but
doing it.
okay.
It's about the vigilante and the car thief, all right?
Oh, okay.
Not the vibe, man.
It's hard to say.
Just
I know.
safe.
He has
Come
a
on.
terrible time expressing himself.
Oh,
Well,
I mean,
Hey.
that works.
2 for 1. There you go. I mean, yeah.
I mean,
Shut up.
you could like this. This is very overstimulating, dude. Like she just found out multiple things at the same time.
Oh. That the Spidey sense
Yeah,
cue?
it is. Just mild intervention here. Like this is just the first time they're properly hanging out.
I'm in trouble.
Well, they just knew, you know, it was so
It's like when you know,
magnetic.
you know.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God.
Holy shit!
I don't think insurance covers that, man.
You think?
Hmm.
Will you please go and find out what's going on, Alfred?
It's traffic, man. Like, what do you think?
Oh yeah, when you see people running away like that, you start.
You start running.
Yep. Oh. Yep. A full-on massive lizard.
Oh, he's done. Oh, that's it.
You see the size of those hands?
Whoa! Oh! Oh, it's fading already?
Mm-hmm.
So regardless, the formula is not ready.
Yeah, it does not look like it.
Hey, buddy, it's okay. It's all right. Hey, look. Just a normal guy, right?
Wow.
Okay. Oh my God.
Jack, climb now. I can't.
Yes, you can. You're gonna have to, kiddo.
Yeah.
Come on.
Put it on. The mask. It's gonna make you strong.
Oh.
Aww.
Keep coming.
No way. Oh.
That was a close call.
You okay? Oh. My son.
Aw, bro.
Who are you? Spider-Man.
But he also gets to experience firsthand how he can make a positive impact, right, on these
Yeah.
people's lives.
It's also a great moment to show how empathetic he is, right? Like where he figured out immediately how to talk to the kid, how to coax him out of the car.
Oh, buddy. He lost himself completely once he injected the formula.
Settle down, boys. Settle down. Listen, at approximately 9 p.m. last night, an incident took place on the Williamsburg Bridge. I am issuing an arrest warrant for the masked vigilante known as Spider-Man.
Damn.
Oh my freaking God, bro.
Nothing about the giant lizard?
Captain Stacy's pissing me off a little bit.
You gotta lay low.
No, can't do that. There's people on the bridge.
Yeah.
Whatever was attacking them would have killed them.
Yeah, he can't sit this one out.
He feels responsible now. A certain responsibility, right? To protect them.
They were like kissing you.
Nice segue.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh.
My God.
He needs to be a lot more low profile.
Yeah, I feel like he could have gotten caught quite a few times already.
Like a million times over.
It's not nice to snoop.
Okay.
I wanted to ask you a question. How would a predator track a reptile?
Why the sudden interest in the cold-blooded?
Defensive, huh?
So, because of the cold blood, would they react to sudden changes in temperatures?
Well, you'd have to catch one first.
Oh.
But it can be aggressive. If threatened.
I mean, yeah, he just basically confirmed it to him.
Wonderful things are coming. Wonderful things.
It's interesting that obviously we know that it has side effects, like physical side effects, but it It's interesting how it messes with your head as well. You become a completely different person.
Yeah, it's like his eyes lack the warmth, right? Jesus, Fred!
There may not be a dinosaur running around Manhattan, but there is something more dangerous, and I know who it is.
You know who it is?
Dr. Curt Connors.
Of
He's a biochemist.
Of course he would know, yeah.
He, in his spare time, is running around dressed up like a giant dinosaur.
Of course he would
Not
not believe
dressing up
him.
and not a dinosaur. He has transformed himself into a giant lizard.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it just sounds weird.
You're gonna go back to hanging out with the citizens of Tokyo, and I'm gonna go back to protecting the citizens of this fine, fair city of ours.
I appreciate the Godzilla nod.
Yeah, I have to say I love that performance on both their ends because it's something so high stakes, but the way they
Give me
deliver it
everything we
was
have.
so funny.
Dr. Curt Connors, okay, right away?
He still asked for information.
Yeah.
So it means he still deep down is listening.
I mean, the kid looked freaked out. So I'm glad he at least he has that common sense, you know, to be like, just in case.
Yeah, he's going to look into it himself.
Yeah.
Subject no longer requires corrective lenses.
Well, of course, now he's just seeing how everything about himself feels
no longer
improved.
about curing ills. This is about finding perfection.
Oh, no, buddy. That's not perfection, man.
Nothing good ever came from
Maybe they can
looking
tweak
for
the
perfection.
formula so you don't turn into a giant lizard.
Dosage has been increased to 200 milligrams.
He's getting a higher dosage now.
That does feel like it's a good idea.
Yeah, I don't think it is at all. Just hanging out?
That's funny.
That's cool, though.
Ooh.
He's hunting the same way that spiders do, right?
Yeah.
Through the webs and vibrations.
Oh, there's definitely something there on the other end.
I really enjoy how they made this Spider-Man feel much more spider-like in a lot of the things that he chooses to do.
It's the physicality too,
Yeah.
right? He's much more, he's fast, he's quick, he's very light on his feet.
Oh, it's everywhere.
Oh. No, that's just a regular Whoa. Got a bunch of you guys. Where are you going?
There's a lot of lizards. There's not that many lizards in New York.
There are now.
Well, yeah, I guess so.
They've heard their master's call. Oh my goodness.
First time face to face.
Oh my god.
The size of his head that hit him.
Stronger every day.
Oh, the claws.
Ugh.
This is only after 2 injections.
Oh, he's gonna have the advantage in water, no?
I feel like he is. Oh no. Better hold your breath, dude. This is insane. Oh my god. Ah.
Oh, that sucked.
Yeah. Jeez, look at the amount of damage, and he didn't even do it with force. Oh.
Peter, we're really gonna have to work on your espionage skills.
Come in.
Just normally, he just shows up.
My father is under the impression that you require psychiatric attention.
Hey, Gwen, honey, do you want cocoa? Howard's making some cocoa.
Oh my god, if he goes into that room again.
I'm doing this, I have cramps.
Oh.
Oh, perfect.
He's like, I don't need to know. It's okay.
Yeah, there you go.
You don't want to know. Trust me, it's like bad.
Got it.
Thanks, Daddy.
All right.
That's always a great cop out because like nobody wants to hear about that, especially as a father. You're like, okay.
Easy, bug boy.
What'd you call
me? Bug boy.
It's Spider-Man.
Human spider.
The human spider.
Every day for as long as I can remember, my father has left every morning and he's put a badge on his chest. And every day for as long as I can remember, I haven't known if he was going to make it home.
Oh, yeah. Living with that worry your entire life.
And now she has to do it all over again.
I gotta stop him, though. I have to. Because I created him.
Yeah.
He helped him finish that formula, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he couldn't have known that this was going to happen, though, to be fair.
Something my father had been working on, secretly. Now I realize why he kept it a secret.
I was going to say, maybe that's why he kept it under wraps. He probably realized the side effects were going to be that, could be that massive.
Yeah.
I'm not the one who needs help. There will be no more loneliness, no more outcasts.
Yeah, he's becoming more and more erratic.
The voices in his head. People really need to stop injecting green serums into themselves, really. It's not.
Oh, man. Again?
The third time. Probably, again, another higher dosage. And it seems like he's transforming into the lizard quicker and quicker. Almost like his body's getting used to it as well.
Yeah. Like the first one.
Being in the lizard form is starting to become easier.
Yeah.
So, you know, to stay in that form. Oh my God.
I'm sorry, wait, what?
Yeah. Look at those muscles.
Did he just shop at the school? Holy crap. Yeah, how's the police gonna disprove it now? Ooh. Oh.
Ow. Dude, the quality of the lizard skin looks amazing from a visual effects perspective.
Yeah, how the lighting kind of bounces back off of the scales. That's
of course.
There's no need to stop me, Peter.
There it is, yep. Now he can get to work without worrying about his identity being exposed.
Right.
Look at him go. Gotta wrangle that lizard.
Whoa.
Don't make me hurt you.
Just let go, man. Oh, God. That is nasty.
Oh no. Ooh. Oh, that's so cool.
I love that.
His movement in this is amazing.
I'm gonna throw you out the window now.
Did not give her a second to react there.
Somebody's been a bad lizard.
Are they gonna finally see him? Hey! Aw, Stan Lee, the man.
Aw. This is exactly how I'd be like when I have my headphones on.
Did he just bounce?
Can you please put your mask back on? Sheesh.
Hopefully they hear everybody's testimonies, right? And
yeah,
start realizing that no, this is actually happening. There's a giant lizard somewhere.
I need to access the cross-species file. It's a blue serum, file 12389.
Okay, got it. On my way.
It's cool to see them working together, right? To solve this.
I like that. I like that a lot, actually.
Yeah, it gives a character something to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Looking at you, MJ.
I didn't want to say it out loud. I'm just like,
I'll say it.
I mean, she gave us something to do. We got to talk shit about her
Oh,
because
yeah.
she could not
Her
make
scream,
up her
though.
mind.
Her scream was amazing. I do have to give the actress
Iconic.
credits for that.
Yeah.
Why be human at all when we can be so much more? Faster.
We lost him.
Stronger, smarter.
I feel like that's a huge leap to make.
I would say I understand his initial, like, reasoning behind why he's doing what he's doing, but like, yeah, this makes absolutely no sense.
Yeah, I feel like we needed a little bit more of a gradual move towards why he would do what he's gonna do. Ooh.
Oh, ambushed.
Oh, damn.
That's a lot of bullets.
Don't get
Gosh.
too close, though, guys. Oh,
Regeneration.
Yeah, of course. Oh.
Oh no, he's gonna have
Are they
a
all
whole
turning into
family of lizards.
That was
That's just weird. Why? So literally wanting to get rid of humanity, huh? He sees being human now as a weakness.
to an extent I can understand that. But I don't see this as a much better alternative, to be honest.
Connors is on the way. He's coming to you right now. He needs a disbursement device. He's gonna infect the whole city.
Oh.
Yeah.
He wants to use that machine, huh? To infect as many people as he can.
Gwen, you mother Hubbard. Are you serious?
Mother Hubbard.
See, there you go. Awesome. 9-digit pin system. I'm telling you. Way better. Oh, very nice.
Very nice.
That is awesome because we rarely get
Ooh.
visuals from the perspective of Spider-Man himself, you know?
Oh no, that's way too close.
Ooh.
Please hurry up. Ooh.
Oh, they blinded him.
Ah.
Ow. Hit him with that taser.
Be like, we have bigger problems, no? With the lizard? Like.
No, they see that him as another one of those crazy people causing havoc out there. Yeah. He's keeping his face hidden as much as he can.
Yeah. Put on that mask right now.
Yeah, he's moving so fast they can't even keep up with him.
Freeze! Down on the ground! Your hands behind your head. Now!
Oh.
Wait, I completely forgot about this.
Yeah, just outright show him.
It's headed to Oscorp, and your daughter's there right now. You gotta let me go.
Also, he knows that Gwen is, you know, obviously the thing that they both have in common.
Yeah.
He would at least know that he cares about Gwen. So why would he be lying about that? That's
Yeah, he was stunned. He couldn't do it. Ah.
Ouch.
I won't venture to say exactly what it is that's crawling up the north side of the Oscorp Tower, but clearly it is not human.
Just say it, man. We know it's going to sound weird, but it's a giant freaking lizard. It's okay. He's like, I wouldn't venture to say. I know. You're going to sound crazy, lizard, but it's fine.
A really big one.
Damn, he tore through that door like it was paper.
I love some of the horror elements that they actually put into this, like body horror and some choices of the score.
You better hold your breath.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Oh, that's not even damaging him. He did not care. He's like, I'm just going to take this. Stay out of my way.
He's still got a ways to go, dude.
Gonna be so much traffic there.
It's the guy who saved my boy on the bridge. You still friends with Matthews, that crane operator down to 6th Avenue? Yeah. Get him on the phone for me.
Trying to see if he can help however he can.
Yeah.
Boom angles at 90 degrees. Spider-Man needs those pick points high and lined up. Let's give him a clear approach, over.
I love when they do that, man.
Yeah.
It's like they show the community, you know?
Yeah.
How New York can also come and help Spidey out. Yeah.
You got this. You got backup too. Wow.
Perfect.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh no! Oh shit! No way! Yo, they came in clutch. Jeez.
Those operators, man. I like that they show that too, right? That Spidey could miss, theoretically, his shot sometimes. And oh, nice. Some good swinging there. An actual swinging sequence. Oh, I love that. How you see like that little moment of gravity where you start going down again. Kick his ass.
Yeah, there you go.
Imagine if he turned, he would be a spider lizard dude. Just be weird.
Get in the car, let's go.
No, we can stop the lizard. You don't understand.
I do. Give me this. Get in the car.
Means that, yeah, we'll talk about it later. Ooh.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Just tossing him like a rag doll.
Oh. You should use his tail more. That thing looks strong as hell.
I was gonna say, the whiplash effect you could create with that. Whoa.
Oh yeah, you do not want to get hit with that.
Liquid nitrogen.
Oh.
Dude, he's so...
Well, there goes his web shooters.
He's so small compared to him.
Poor Peter Parker. No mother. No father.
Oh, that's just mean.
Excuse me?
He's not alone.
Hey. Oh, nice aim.
Oh. Nice, 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 nice.
Whoa.
Whoa.
yeah, he's going ham on that shotgun.
I got this, Peter. Go.
All right, let's hurry up, guys. You got it. Come on. Oh
Start shooting more of the containers.
no. Oh yeah. Oh.
And you saw the size of those claws too. Just
Yeah.
went right through his body.
4, 3, 2.
Right in time. I wonder what happened to the other 5 lizard dudes.
Well, that's why it's smart that he actually put it inside this.
Yeah, just in case, right?
Just in case anyone else out there is affected, it'll take care of them. Oof. Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
Oh wow. Oh
Oh, that's his other arm.
yeah.
That's just tragic.
The captain.
Yeah, it's like he snapped out of it, like he came to his senses.
Yeah.
What's wrong about you, Peter? The city needs you.
Oh, he recognizes it.
People will get hurt. Sometimes people closest to you.
He knows.
Of course.
Leave Gwen out of it. Promise me that.
Oh, how could you say no to a dying man?
You see where he comes from as well, as a father.
And he just experienced it too, right? He can't be there to save everybody. Damn. How do you go back to her, right? And tell her, hey, this is what happened.
Residents of Lower Manhattan can rest peacefully, knowing that the alleged mastermind of this terror plot, Dr. Curt Connors, is behind bars.
Nice visual.
Cute.
Yeah, behind bars.
Literally, figuratively.
She's not even going to ask, is she?
Aww.
He got you the eggs.
It's
She probably connected the dots already, no?
I think so. The way he stormed out while he was having breakfast when they were
Yeah,
when
the
they
way
issued the warrant.
that shot of her looking as well. Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
it's implied that at least, even though it's not 100% confirmed to her,
Yeah.
she might have her suspicions, and now that the timing just works
Yeah.
perfectly, right?
Yeah, and he just keeps showing up with bruises and cuts and all
Yeah.
these crazy things. It's like, yeah, I mean, you're
Come
doing
on.
something, all right.
Right.
Where have you been?
Hi.
My father died. It was a funeral. He shot off rifles and they made speeches. Two of my teachers showed up.
You have to tell her, man.
Class showed up.
Even Flair.
Everyone was there but you.
That's so hurtful.
I can't see you anymore. I can't.
You could see it that he really,
Yeah.
he would love to, but he knows what that means.
Yeah, the way he said it, like, I can't. You see the anguish in his eyes. Like, it's like right there.
The performances with these scenes is great.
Yeah.
He made you promise, didn't he? Stay away from me.
She knows him too well.
Yeah. That's so messed up. I feel so bad for these two.
What a pretty girl.
Just salt on the wound.
Did you ask her out?
If only you could tell Aunt May.
I'm just no good for her.
If there's one thing you are, it's good. Anyone has a problem with that can talk to me.
Oh, experience her wrath.
Yes.
In first person.
Peter, I know things have been difficult lately.
Oh, he's finally listening to the voicemail.
Ever since you were a little boy, you've been living with so many unresolved things.
Yeah.
You owe the world your gifts. You just have to figure out how to use them.
Wow.
Wow.
So come on home, Peter.
If only he knew, right? The kind of person he became.
Oh no. He's longingly staring at her. What, they're friends now?
It's a cool shirt.
Yeah. Spidey fan?
I actually like that they ended up becoming friends.
Oh, just pretend like you don't even exist.
Mr. Parker, tardy again.
Won't happen again, I promise.
Don't make promises you can't keep, Mr. Parker.
Yeah, but those are the best kind.
Smooth. But also Captain Stacy's probably like, you bastard, how dare you?
He's rolling over in his grave.
How could you do this? I just died.
He's like, it took him like no time to cave. Like, come on.
She's just that irresistible to him.
Yeah.
Oh, sick. Oh, slingshot.
Cool.
Oh, nice. Little slow-mo.
Really help us take it in.
That's such like a comic book panel visual.
Oh, look at that. Oh, he's getting us. Also, the fact that this is
Marc
directed
Webb.
by Marc Webb.
I know, right? The
is
irony.
just too freaking perfect. Like, you're made for this, dude.
Oh, it's Connors.
Hello, Doctor. Did you tell the boy the truth about his father?
Oh.
What truth?
He knew.
We'll let him be for now.
We'll let him be.
Leave him alone.
Who the hell is that guy?
What was that?
Teleport in and out of jail
Prison?
cells. So they are keeping a close eye on Peter, huh?
Mm-hmm. Some type of conspiracy going on.
Yeah. Yikes. All right. Well, that was The Amazing Spider-Man. I have a couple of things I want to talk about. I enjoyed the take on Spider-Man. I think that, having a different iteration is always difficult. It's always a huge challenge, especially when you're coming right after something as successful as the Sam Raimi trilogy. And I mean, right after, right? Because that was, I think that film, the third one came out in 2007?
Something like that.
And this came out in, 2012. So just a couple of years later, really.
Right.
Not a lot of time had gone by. And, audiences are hit with a new version of this hero. And I think for the most part, Andrew Garfield did a great job with his Spider-Man. I think his Spider-Man definitely feels like the comic book version of that character. He's witty. He's throwing those quips left and right whenever he's handling his business, which I think it's cool to see because we didn't get to see Toby do that quite often. He was, a bit more stoic and silent while he was doing his stuff, albeit, there was still humor included, of course. But this one, you could tell that this Peter Parker has fun being Spider-Man. The movement, the mobility, the agility, he feels that way as well. So I think on that end, they really much nailed how Spider-Man should feel. And I think for a new iteration, it definitely felt different enough to justify a new film. And I like that take. However, the Peter Parker side of things, let me just start by saying I loved Andrew Garfield. I think his performance is not the problem. I think he's a great actor. I think it's more of like the situations and the scenarios they're placing this Peter Parker in. It feels obviously different from what we're used to, but it also feels different from the comic books. He just doesn't really feel like the Peter Parker that you would expect. So it's interesting. Great Spider-Man, and I'm kind of so on his Peter Parker.
Okay.
But it's not the performance at all. I think he's a phenomenal actor. And I think actually the dramatic scenes, he was killing it with those scenes. Whenever he was feeling that rage and that pain, I thought that's when the film was at its best in terms of performances. You could tell that, he carried that emotional weight. And I like that. That's when I liked him as Peter Parker the most. It's when he's just being the nerdy kid on a skateboard type stuff where I'm like, interesting take on the character. But I guess it makes sense. I guess that's like the view that someone who hasn't been around a high school in a very long time would have about, a teenager in the 2010s and whatnot. And I feel like it just feels very much like that, like a fabrication, like the Hollywood take on what a teenager would like and would be doing.
Right.
You know, it's like, come on. I mean, yeah, there's skaters out there, but I don't think anybody's going to be skating in the high school
Always.
hallway and, you know, doing all that while you're still kind of sort of an introvert. Doesn't
Right.
really, you know, it just doesn't make a lot of sense. But I, you know, it's not, I'm not trying to be nitpicky. I'm just, you know, pointing at what I think the issue with connecting with this iteration of Peter Parker is for me, even though I really like his Spider-Man. So it's a bit weird because I really enjoy his take on what he did with him once he dons the mask.
Right. It's interesting because it is quite a different Peter.
Right.
Not just the Spider-Man, but the Peter is also quite different from the first Spider-Man trilogy. And because they came out so close to each other, it's really tough, like you said, right, to create a new iteration after a very successful one. Automatically, it will draw comparisons. That's just inevitable. People are going to have their preferences and they are completely entitled to. It's just interesting just how different this Peter was, right? This Peter had much more of a spine, actually. Like, he is a lot more sassy in person as well, not just as the Spider-Man. You know, he has his little clapbacks, like he stands up for what's right. So like already they're establishing that he does have a very strong moral compass, right? He wants to stand up for those who are getting bullied, and he himself is also being bullied. And you see that, and I'm glad that they took the opportunity to show us that. But he felt very alternative, where I'm like, that doesn't really strike me as the kind of person that people would pick on, especially people like Flash. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's the only part where I'm like, okay, like you don't have to make him exactly like the Peter from Sam Raimi's Spider-Man. Absolutely not. You don't have to, but it's like, if he's getting, like, the struggles in high school don't necessarily have to be bullying. There's a lot going on in high school that can be incredibly stressful for people that is not bullying itself. So I feel like by having some of these similar issues, you're kind of setting yourself up for comparison. And I feel like they could have come up with something that's a little bit different, where he has his struggles in high school as well. It doesn't have to be bullying. It can also just be the fact that you are an outsider. Like you said, like, he's an introvert. He's not, you know, Mr. Popular strolling around the hallway, high-fiving everybody. You know, he's not the mayor of this high school town. And I feel like that could have been explored a little bit more. I do have to say, the scenes between Peter and Gwen are some of the highlights in this. Their chemistry, the awkwardness in that, you know, the wanting to say something, but the words just fail you. I really enjoyed that. And a big part of it is also the chemistry between Andrew Garfield and Emma Stone. And I also have to say the scenes between Andrew Garfield and Sally Field are also so powerful. Like, they are like the emotional knots in this that really connect you more to him. I really would have loved a little bit more of those, just to kind of see their dynamic. It feels like, you know, Aunt May was quite prominent in like the first half an hour, and then she kind of disappeared entirely. She just became like a piece of the story to show us that things are not going great at home either, you know, instead of having real conversations. And they don't have to necessarily be long, but I feel like there could have been a little bit more. The few scenes that we did get, I thought they were beautiful, especially like, you know, when he comes home and he's all messed up.
Yeah.
He's trying to hide his face and he forgot the eggs. It's not about the eggs, you know what I mean? And he's trying to make it about the eggs, but she's just trying to get him to talk to her because he's just so shut down. And I think that makes for a very interesting conflict. So I feel very conflicted. I feel like some of the very personal and emotional challenges that are happening in this are very relatable. And I do love how they handled it, especially with the performances that we got. But I feel like just overall that it did lack a little bit of fluidity for me, especially on the Peter aspect of things, where I feel like we went back and forth a lot. There was a lot going on already in the movie. You know, we have this mystery of, you know, his parents and they died in a crash, but, you know, they just left Peter. Why did they just leave him? How much did Aunt May and Uncle Ben actually know? I feel like that also kind of got pushed by the wayside because, you know, they say, oh, like, it's Dr. Connors, you know, he was best friends with your father, and then he just disappeared on us. He ghosted us when your father disappeared as well. And I'm like, well, that's not really like a secret worth keeping. You can just say like, hey, like, yeah, this is a person that your father knew.
Right.
You know? So I feel like you build up a mystery that doesn't quite amount to a whole lot. And I feel like there were certain things that were left unlived in a way. The movie's super entertaining. I was entertained, of course. Like, it's friggin' Spider-Man. But there were just certain moments where I'm like, we just moved really fast. It's like the huge leap between Dr. Connors wanting to fix himself and of course help other people to let me just turn everyone into a lizard. Like that felt like such a really big leap. We didn't get to spend a whole lot of time with Curtis. You know, we didn't get to really, obviously we know that he has a hard time with what happened with his arm. I'm not sure how he lost it in this iteration, but you can tell that he suffers from it and he is in pain because of that and he wants to fix himself. But we don't really get anything else about him. You know what I mean? We get a little bit of a glimpse of his relationship with Peter's father. And you know that he has some resentment that Peter's father left because once he left, he took the cure with him, right? And that resentment is understandable, but I would have loved to explore a little bit more about him and who he is and just something to kind of lay the base for all of us so that we can understand why he would jump to such a conclusion, which is like turn the entire city into lizards. Like you can justify it. It's really just about the reason. Like I feel like the suspension of disbelief was significantly bigger there. Like I can totally accept giant lizards, but that's where I draw the line where I'm like, okay, wait, but how did we get here? You know, maybe they could have just given us like a scene of how he experiences the world now as a lizard, like maybe the way he hears things and smells things and the sensations, because like a lot of his journey goes in parallel with Peter's, right? Because Peter's also figuring out his powers and like the meatloaf is like the best meatloaf he ever had, even though it's crappy meatloaf. Like those little things I feel like could have helped us understand a little bit more why he thinks that is the ultimate solution and not something in between.
Yeah, I think they definitely rushed some of the segments in the storytelling. You know, they set up a lot of things that don't really play out as much, but I think it's more of them also setting up clearly what's going to be a series of films should this one be successful, which I don't always think is the best idea when you're making the first one. Like focus on the first one, right? And then plant your seeds, but don't make it such a, you know, an important piece to that first film. I can understand, like, you know, even as a teaser, as a post-credit, like teasing something else, like, oh, you thought that the parents died this way, but look at this. This is what actually happened. Like a little flashback in the post-credit so that, you know, at least the audience knows. And then Peter finds out later on so he can start his whole, you know, mystery thing, because it does feel like the film is split into two different themes, you know, the first one being, or two different concepts. The first one being obviously him and his origin story and becoming Spider-Man. And the second one tied to the mystery of his parents and also how, and that is like extremely tied also to how Dr. Connors even becomes the lizard. It's all because of how Peter is investigating this whole situation.
Right.
Right. But yeah, some of it just didn't feel cohesive enough. It just felt kind of a bit like a lot of ideas that are great as separate concepts. But then when you try to write a script and put them together, you kind of have to excuse them and just go, oh, well, you know, just it's a movie. That's why it works sort of thing. So yeah, that one was definitely the one that stood out the most was okay. But why would Dr. Connors why do you want to turn people into lizards?
Yeah.
I think at least, obviously, we have to jump to the conclusion, okay, yeah, the serum messes with your head and you lose certain ability to think rationally, right? And you truly believe that, you know, somehow there's like a defense mechanism where the lizard persona takes over his mind and the lizard persona wants to be more in control of this body than Dr. Connors, right? Maybe, right? That's a way to excuse it. So he's like hijacking and forcing him to take the serum or, you know, something at least.
Jekyll and Hyde type of thing.
I would actually much would have rather, because it's not that apparent. Like we still don't know if he's just like power hungry, right? And he's just like drunk on power once he feels like, oh, not only do I get my arm back, but shit, I can do all this crazy stuff and people seem to be scared of me now. You know, I am a giant lizard. So that's cool, right? But we don't get to see him process that information. We don't get to see him, you know, absorb like, oh, the knowledge. People, they don't even tap into the fact that people are afraid of him, right? Like what's his perspective on all that? He's kind of very much focused on his goal, which doesn't make him that much more of a compelling villain. I think the whole point why other villains, I'm not even going to compare it to other Spider-Man films, but other villains are compelling is when you actually get to see the tragedy. Like they don't want to be evil. They have to do this one thing, or maybe they do want to be evil sometimes, but it's because of a specific reason, right? You know, there's many ways you can go about it, but I feel like we just didn't get to spend a lot of time alone with Dr. Connors, aside from the one sequence where we get to see him. And yeah, I mean, we know he wants his arm back. We don't need to see that that again.
Right.
I feel like they focused on that so much, which the comics do too. I mean, the whole reason he injects himself is because he wants his arm back. That is absolutely correct. But I think here you have an opportunity to go deeper into the why, right? Obviously, you know, anybody would want their limb back. That's a normal thing to desire. But I feel like it could have gone in a way where, you know, you can make a commentary on how he maybe feels inferior or you know, he feels like people don't respect him as much, or he feels like he's not adequate enough at his job because he doesn't, you know, he can't be. Stuff like that goes more into the psyche to fully understand and flesh out the character could have been a much you know, better way to really enrich in his character. Instead, we kind of just got the lizard. Once we got him, yes, it's cool to have a massive lizard, but we're not really connected emotionally to Dr. Connors the way that I think we could have. And I feel like that's when the film starts to kind of feel a little bit more shaky, because it very much feels like they put a lot of the emphasis on Spider-Man. And don't get me wrong, that's a very important thing to do as well. I mean, that's your character. People come here to watch Spider-Man, but the villain matters almost as much, if not more, you know? Because that's the person that's bringing in the challenges. That's the lesson that the hero is going to take home after he defeats the villain, is like, oh, this person fell for this trap. Let me not turn into this guy. Right. You know, so man, I don't want to compare. I hate doing it, but it really goes to show, right? When you have a villain that's emotionally tied to you, and they had a great opportunity here. Like, they tied him to Richard Parker. Like, this was a friend of your father's. This is someone who might know information. I would have loved if they would have included that in the script, where it's like Peter actually hanging out with him to ask questions, the hard, tough questions. Like, do you know what happened to my father? Like, I have a feeling that this is not as clear as what everybody's, you know, everybody that talks to me about them is making it seem. I feel like there's more to it. Do you know something? And like, be a bit more aggressive about that, because that's his initial goal. Right. I feel like once the whole formula thing happens, it's kind of like, it's pushed to the side, and then the real movie starts, and it's like, well, wait, what happened to this other
that's the
objective you really had?
That's the other thing, because they already had set up something so perfect for the emotional challenge that you were just talking about, where, you know, it's made clear to us that Aunt May and Uncle Ben don't really want to talk about his parents.
But they know something is up.
But like, Peter has that absence, because we can't just look at it from the place of, oh, like, you know, he has Uncle Ben and he has Aunt May, so he didn't really lose anything. He still has parents. Of course, he still has parents, but there's also abandonment there, right? His actual parents, they just left him with no explanation. And Uncle Ben even mentions that, like, you grew up with a lot of unresolved things. So they have already set up that vacancy for Peter, where he doesn't know much about who his parents actually were, like the day-to-day good memories. Like, they just don't talk much about them, period. So the things to help him understand who his parents were, like the fun memories, or, oh my God, remember that one time where his father did this? Like, we could have had a beautiful moment between Curtis and Peter, where Curtis actually gives him what Peter is longing for, which is to understand who his parents are, who was his father, right? Because they again mentioned, like, he looks a lot like his father, he acts a lot like his father, and then that could be a really nice way to kind of have Curtis assure him, right? It's like, yeah, like, your father, like, yes, he disappeared and then he ended up dying in a plane crash, but he was a good person. So that's why, like, when he just up and ghosted me, like, that's why it was such a shock, right? Or something where we can nurture that emotional relation, because what you want to do in any story in general, but especially with a superhero story like this, where you are going to have that one main villain, you're going to want to start setting them up early on as an unstoppable force meeting an immovable object. And you want to build so much tension that you're almost dreading the moment where they clash, where you're like, oh my God, what is going to happen? There's no way that this is going to lead to anything good. There's no reasoning in this, or there's no talking it through. Both of them are, you know, so similar, but also so different in many ways. And that's what you want to set up. Like, thinking something like, I won't compare it to Spider-Man, but think like the Dark Knight, right? You have Bruce, and then on the other hand, you have the Joker, right? And you know, slowly.
Shit, you went to like straight to the best villain. I mean, arguably the best comic book villain. But I guess, it does show your point.
It's one of the reasons why, because it's about building the anticipation, right? This is you starting to set up things in such a way where you are so scared of how these forces are going to collide and what that is going to mean for the rest of the city. You know what I mean? Because again, like, Aunt May also mentions that. I'm like, you guys had already set all of the stones, when she's like, you know, secrets have a cost. They're not for free. And I'm like, I was waiting for that theme to come back, and it never did. So I'm like, okay, it kind of did towards the end, but I feel like we could have used it to be a little bit more impactful where, you know, he's keeping a secret from Gwen, you know, about the fact that her father made him promise, but then she figures it out on her own anyway. And then in the end, he's like, oh yeah, like I'll break this promise. So it's like, so there's no cost to that either. So it's like, I feel like there has to be a bit of a lane that we have to choose because this is grittier. This is a darker iteration than other Spider-Man iterations that we've seen before.
It seems grittier, and it is in many ways, but they're not. It feels like they, like you say, like they're not committing exactly to what they want to do with the story. Like, do you want Peter to feel like he can't have this impossible love, and if he can't, at least the audience understands why,
right?
And Gwen never knows about it, you know, and then you let that be like a consequence, or you know, you end the film with that, you know, kind of final line and kind of implying like, you know, I might break this every now and then, which is like, okay, what are you, what is going to happen now? I mean, it would have been much more impactful to have an actual conversation about what happened and about what Peter thinks is the right thing to do. And then Gwen verbalized that whether she agrees or not agrees. At the end of the day, it's her choice, right? Even though the father's wishes are obviously taken into consideration, but you know, that would have been a much more impactful way to settle things.
Yeah, because Gwen is still
so that we don't feel like, oh wow, Peter's a damn, that's cold-hearted.
Yeah, I mean, like it's a fun line and it's a funny moment, but when you kind of expand the context of it, it's like, damn, like,
it hinders
this man
on the impact.
Yeah, like the man just died, and that's like that was his dying wish, and you're just gonna deny him that because he's not here to fight you.
Because I thought that scene was actually one of the strongest scenes in the movie. It's Captain Stacy dying, and you know, Spidey realizing that he's not a god. He can't be there to save everybody, and that's like his first lesson. Even though he has superpowers, people around him don't, and people will get hurt. It literally happens as Stacy is trying to warn him about this situation. Precisely, the people you care about the most will get hurt. Please get my daughter out of the, have her far away from you, please. Like, don't get anywhere near her. And you can understand why. The man is dying because he's close to Spidey essentially, and he has to do his job. And if you know, Gwen becomes a stable relationship, that means hanging out around Spider-Man a lot, and that comes with its consequences.
And eventually your identity, someone's going to figure it out in some shape or form, you know, whether it's someone that's close to you or it's one of the enemies or someone where
it's a high risk.
It is a high risk.
You completely understand that, you know, that whole argument. But I just thought that was an interesting thing. And I feel like, should they have just let it be? I thought that scene had so much impact, and it was one of the best scenes in the movie, actually. And to just have Peter kind of, you know, you see the struggle. I understand what the director's trying to do. I get it. But like that final line, you should have just leave that for the second film, so that at least we're wondering what the hell is going to happen. Is he never going to speak to her again? But the fact that he just throws in that line, you're like, all right, okay. So it's probably going to be awkward for a few weeks, and then you guys are going to get back together. And we're back at that.
Because you want to, again, it's the same thing with that, right? You want to kind of build the tension with romance, because I feel like romance is very similar to horror movies in the way that you structure your scares, right? It's like, it's the will they, won't they, or oh my god, they're together, but how are they going to stay together, or oh my god, how are they going to surmount this particular obstacle for them. And I feel like that last line, they should have withheld that just so we can wonder. Obviously they're gonna get back together at some point or another, like they love each other, you can tell they care for each other, but you know, just the little question mark can have so much more impact, right? Also, like from, like you mentioned, like the Captain Stacy aspect of things, where it's like, wow, like you have to do the right thing. And like Uncle Ben says, it's about responsibility, not choice. It's like, you have to do the right thing. It's your responsibility because you can. And so you should, right? And so I feel like, that little, just don't give us that. Just let us long for it a little bit longer. You know what I mean? Let us wonder if it's going to work out or not.
Going on to positives, though, I thought that this movie had a very unique look to it. I did enjoy the switch in tone. Again, it's trying to be darker, and I think it accomplishes that without really changing the character all that much, which I think is the biggest threat when you're trying to do something that's tonally different. Peter could have felt like, oh my god, this is like a brooding Peter Parker, and this is like quite sinister. It's different. You know, you do get a few sequences, especially towards the beginning, where he's rageful and full of, you know, that anger, where it does kind of feel that way, like, oh my god, but it's there for a purpose. So I thought that was executed well. It's like, the film is darker, but it does show you that Peter was this close from losing who he was, you know, and doing something he would regret, that close, right? And I like that we visually see that. Like a few times there, he was beating these guys up pretty badly because obviously he's angry, you know, and I enjoyed how that tone was consistent throughout the film. I like the Spidey sequences, like I mentioned. I like his mobility.
Yeah.
The suit I did not like, but that's besides the point. I'm talking about positives. I like the fact that he feels very much more Spider-like in that sense.
Yes.
You know, like I like how all three of our Spider-Men move so differently.
Yeah.
And that's something that I have to give kudos to, you know, the stunt people and the people that are, you know, choreographing these fights, how they come up with giving each hero like their own signature and the way that they, you know, physically present themselves. And I thought that this Spider-Man was very physical.
Right.
It wasn't just about the fights. It's just anything he was doing, whether it was crawling or swinging or fighting, it felt like he tried to embody like jumping spiders and all these things as much as possible. He felt, you know, slippery and agile, which is, it's really cool to see an actor do that. And I think he did a phenomenal job. He's extremely charismatic. I very much enjoyed, you know, the sequences where the film takes itself a bit more seriously. Like I mentioned, those dramatic sequences, I thought the performances were great. It's just the script is not as strong. That's like the only thing that really all of the conversations we're having here are about is like, there could have been a way to kind of polish this a little bit better or focus on one theme at a time. It feels like there's a lot of things happening and this film feels a bit more rushed, you know, with its 2-hour runtime, which is not a short film.
Right.
It still feels like it needs a little bit more time to kind of say what it's trying to say. But I think other than that, I think it's a solid Spider-Man film. I thought, you know, as an introduction to a new Spider-Man, which is the hardest part, people like Spider-Man. People like this Spider-Man. I think he killed it. I thought this new version is something that I would definitely would want to, okay, you got me. I want to see what's next in his life. But at the same time, I would hope for something a bit stronger, narratively speaking, right? Now, at this point, we're done with the origin. We don't have to re-explore that. We can start off from a starting point and go in a different direction. That's when it starts to get really exciting because you really do not know what to expect. All you know is the characters, the world is built, and you can move forward from here.
Yeah, absolutely. I think one of my favorite aspects of this movie was that we actually got to see how much he was enjoying his powers, right? This was not just about him magically waking up more buff or, you know, his vision improving. We still got that, but we got that through Connors. But in this way, like you actually get to see him, the way that he explores his strength and the way he's so resourceful in trying to make this whole Spider-Man thing happen. You know, we actually get to see him like work on his web shooters and, you know, trying to figure out how exactly to make this suit and the fun that he had with it. I think that's like the perfect bridge between Peter and Spider-Man.
Yeah, I love those sequences, by the way.
They were so much fun.
We see him do like creating his web shooters and whatnot. I thought I missed that actually from the previous iteration. That's the one part where I was like, man, like you guys don't really show how much of a geek he is and how smart he is. And this film, I think, nailed that. It's like, yes, he's smart. Should he have the resources like getting the webs themselves, he can craft something to figure things out, like the web shooters, right? So I thought that was on point.
And like it's like the one thing that I noticed is when he was crafting those web shooters out of those little things, we saw that at Dr. Connors' house. So I'm like, it would have been kind of fun if we actually could have seen him like steal one just so he can make his own web shooters. Like that would have been a fun thing. But like the fact that they don't show us, it just made me think, I'm like, did you steal that from Dr. Curtis Connors' house? You dirty little rascal. Like it's those little things that this Spider-Man has fun with it. And it was nice that we got to have fun with him through that. You know, the whole skateboarding sequence, and like that was one of his ways to kind of discover what he could do, you know, how he accidentally figures out that, you know, when he kind of launches himself across the warehouse and then he sees a chain and he grabs it and it flings him across, and it's like, oh, that's how I can move around, because it's very efficient and it's a fast way to get around it. It's New York, you know, you got a whole lot of buildings, so it's the most efficient way for you to get around. And it was those little details that I really enjoyed, that I got to have fun seeing like what it's like to become Spider-Man and to discover your powers and what exactly you can do with them. And again, I have to mention like the performance, like when Andrew Garfield, like when he smiles, like you feel the joy, you feel that he loves it. Like this dude, like, he's like, dude, this is so cool. Like I have powers, I can do all these crazy things now. And that's also very important. It's not just about all the suffering and the strife and the pain, but also the other side of the coin where this is really cool. Like this is like, yes, a ton of responsibility does come with it, but you also get to have fun and enjoy being this improved version of yourself now, you know?
So there you have it, guys. Those are our thoughts on The Amazing Spider-Man. Let us know, what are your thoughts? Did you guys enjoy this film? What do you think of it when you saw it the first time? And also let us know if you guys would like us to keep on going and keep on, you know, this Spidey journey that we're on. Thank you guys so much for watching. We hope that you guys enjoy. And as always, we'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.
See ya.